Sagittarius, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for October. We're going to take a look at your 5 elements, which is pretty much your area of growth in the major arcana, which is your wood element, and all the way down through the major suits of the tarot, which correspond to the different elements. Some of you may have caught this reading last month. It's the first time I introduced it. This month, I'm tweaking it just a little bit. Instead of working with one deck, we have 2. So you could see a repetitive card, which would mean the energy will be even doubly so. So that's new this time. Let's get started. We're going to go through the major theme for each element, what you don't see coming and what's hiding in the shadows, as well as the Akash for each element. And then we're going to be ending with the Chinese 5-element oracle. So thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Sagittarius today. What are the major themes here, Sag, for you in the area of the element of wood for your growth for the month of October? Think of this as, like I said in the last reading, when I did this 5-element reading, your highlight reel. This is the major growth. It's kind of like a trailer, right, for a movie where you're seeing the major storyline. Let's see, what is major growth? Major theme for Sagittarius Spirit for October. Ooh, I love this. What are you manifesting? What are you cooking up here in October, Sag? I love that. I'm gonna put my glasses on. You know, this is bringing all the elements together. You're in powerful manifestation mode. I love this one. This one just, it's like that mad scientist. But this is, I feel like you're doing it in a calm, like chill, right? Low-key way. Whatever you're doing, it feels like it's almost like you don't even realize you're doing it, that you're manifesting. But if you've been, I feel like you've reached some sort of pinnacle here in your manifestation ability, where it really is a surrendering to the flow and allowing what wants to come to come. In other words, I don't feel like you're struggling as much, Sag, with what you're trying to manifest, which is beautiful energy. Now, what you don't see coming. I don't want to see this, but you know what? This is you breaking some sort of toxic pattern. Sorry. I don't, who wants to see the devil? Nobody. Nobody's like, come on, devil, come have a seat, right? No, I think you could be trying to, what you don't see coming is you may have something coming towards you that you're like, oh, hell no. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like, I was watching this really hilarious video and I sent it to my daughter. I think it was it Jason in Halloween? And he was driving up and he was dressed as like this. Think of like a scary person going through a drive-thru, dressed up for Halloween. And he was getting coffee, right? And he would do this at different places, but he was getting coffee and he was filming himself and like his hand reaching out and all of the workers just terrified, right? So I'm getting this but see, there's something funny about it, when we can just, whatever may be heavy for you, and I'm not making fun of you at all, Sag. And I think you're going to get my humor here because I'm a Sag rising, and it's almost like whatever is the scaries, right? Whatever is the scaries in your life that you consider unhealthy, toxic, you could have had a person that you manifested into your life and it feels recent, whatever it is. It was part of your, almost like that ribbon that you're tying on a karmic lesson, just to seal it, right? When we put ribbon on something, it's like just to wrap it up and just give it that nice touch. So Spirit may have sent you something that was like, oh, hell no. That literally someone who was so not healthy for you that you could see it coming from a mile away, right? It feels that way. So this month of October, I feel like, see, he's taking that wand of action and he has the power. And I think that this month, you either are about to have someone come in or you just have been contending with someone who is the symbol of the ribbon of the karmic lesson that you are tying up right now. And this probably, for a lot of you, this has to do with your love life. I'm getting that. Love life vibes here around the karma and the destiny. You could have had some sort of karmic attachment, a karmic pull with a soulmate here that had a devil energy attached to them. Okay. Oh, I'm too curious. Show me the devil here. What do you mean by the devil here? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It was a choice in love. And you said, "Oh hell no. Oh hell no, spirit. I want to put that one back." It's like when you literally catch something from the sea and you think, "Man, I'm pulling a big one in. I've got a big fish. This is it. I've been manifesting this." Like, yeah. And then it ends up being like, an old shoe. And you're like, "No. No, that's not what I wanted." But it's serving some sort of growth and lesson for you. I do not know why. But y'all, maybe I need to just like put that link, because it made me, I was in tears. I was literally in tears watching workers at coffee shops freaking out about this person pulling up. And you could have just had all that. I mean, this isn't just one little tiny little ass red flag. This was like a whole like Jumbotron red flag. That's what this feels like. I'm getting goosebumps. So yeah, I think you're clearing that out of your energetic field, and it was something that karmically came in, and it was a test. And you know what, Sag? I think you passed the test. Others of you, this is, now I'm going to call it like it is. It could be someone you've been dealing with for a while. It may not necessarily be like someone who just kind of was a flyby kind of situation. But I think that the Wheel of Fortune has a lot to do with change. Making changes around your karmic destiny here and letting go. I mean, we are in Libra season. We are heading towards the eclipse. I'm reading right before the solar eclipse in Libra. This is about your relational pattern, Sag. So if you've had any kind of pattern, right, this year, between March, where the eclipse season hit before with Libra, this is hitting everyone. What is it going on in your karmic patterning with certain soulmates? And what kind of attachment do you have to these people? And is it serving you? Is it? So that's what you're looking at this month. But I do believe for a lot of you, it's around someone that you were communicating with and you got the signs to leave. You got every sign, some of you got almost every sign available to you to indicate that this is the opposite of who you are, what you stand for, and where you're going, and your standards for relating to another. It could have been a friend, doesn't mean it was a lover, but the lovers did come out because I was very curious. Who is this devil? It could have been a Capricorn. No shade to Capricorns, because that is representative Capricorn, but whoever this is, I felt like they had a very fixed mentality, a very fixed way of seeing things. And you can't work with that. You just can't work with that. I don't know why. The minute I saw the devil, I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, no. All right. Now, you guys are making me laugh today. That 8 of Wands wants to come back out in the bottom. What's your fire energy for the month? Communication. Yep. Are you still entertaining this, Sag? Yeah, you got something. Some of you, all right, we're going to get honest. Sorry. You are just killing me. I'll tell you what, these are going to be hard readings for October. What are you attached to? What kind of belief system are you attached to, Sag? I'm going to be real with you. Let's have a talk. Pull up. Let me take a sip of my iced coffee. It's almost gone. I'm here as your spiritual energetic investigator. You are dealing with something energetically that you shouldn't be energetically tied to anymore. Spirit is saying it's time to let this go. Why aren't you letting it go? It could be something that you're playing over and over, because sometimes this is what's on repeat. All right, what's on repeat? Because what you're seeing here, or maybe what you're not seeing, is what is it that you are allowing in your belief system that is wounding you? It's almost like taking the hit over and over again in a situation where there has been a lot of conflict, resistance. 5 of Wands energy is... I actually was reading for the collective yesterday, and I thought it was a really way of putting it. What is it? Repetition is not failure. But what is being smoothed, right? through the repetition of a wave that keeps hitting you? What is it? What are you learning from the smoothing of this repetition, right? Smoothing of these edges. Hey, sometimes, and it isn't failure, y'all. If you are repeating some sort of toxic pattern that needs to change in your life, that you keep giving energy to, this is also, you could be telling a story that isn't true anymore for you in your narrative of a situation that's already come and gone. Or you could literally be still dealing with someone that's like a Jumbotron red flag. But for some reason, it's almost like sometimes, and I know this about Sagittarius because, I kind of am very much like Sagittarius. It's almost like the most psychologically intriguing people pull you in the most because you're just trying to figure them out. And you're like, why are they doing this? Why are they acting this way? And you get lost in the detective work of it. And then you kind of lose sight of like the truth of like, why do I even care? This person is not healthy for me. Boundary. So there is a distancing. I'm giving you another card here. There's 4 here in this grouping, which is really what kind of communication have you allowed in to really wound you? And what is it hitting up against in your trauma triggered wounds? It's time to put some distance between you and whatever your place of resistance is when it comes to your karmic patterns and what you need to drop. What do you need to drop here? You're definitely cutting away at something in October. And you could be I feel you taking a stand and saying, I'm not going to put up with this person or this belief anymore because it's not true. All right, now that's your fire energy, right? What is dampening that? And it seems to be some sort of communication that you keep allowing, all right? That is creating a lot of waves. Again, I don't want you to look at any repetition going on in a dynamic as a failure, but at some point you have to decide if it's really serving you. Is this aligned with you? Is it balanced? It's interesting. I feel compelled to bring this up a lot of times when I'm getting ready. For Aries today, it was a song. For you, it feels like there's something around. I saw something on Instagram around what providership really is. And we are shifting away from our traditional providership and our roles and our dynamics and our love relationships around financial providing. What we want is emotional safety. And I think, Sag, that's what you really, 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 I'm getting goosebumps. That's what you want. You want to feel safe emotionally. And sometimes you stay too long thinking that if you do all the work, you're going to get it. But if you're dealing with an individual who's so rigid, who can't meet you at that level, then it's time to let go. We have 2 coming out with the emotional energy. Yeah, I knew it. Sometimes you hang on to the potential of something instead of what it really is. And that's what this feels like. You're like, man, I gotta, what you don't see coming is you're actually walking away, 8 of Cups, from a situation. Double 8 of Cups, y'all. Oh my God. The major theme in your emotional space for October, Sag, is you have a love coming. You've had a love offer. You've had a love offer that you were like, this could be everything. But it's the devil. It could have been someone who was obsessed with you. You could have been obsessed with them. You could have thought this was the end all be all, emotionally mature person. But Spirit is saying, don't walk. Like, I think that what this situation has even allowed for you is to release some emotional baggage. That's what 8 of Cups is. Let go of the emotional baggage around love. Because the more you lean into, this is self-love as well. Spirit wants you to lean in hard to self-love this month and not put up with any toxic situation that you keep perpetuating, whether it's you keep playing the story out and it's a belief that you need to shift. You could be dealing with someone who has a heavy, heavy water placement. All right. This person has wounded you severely, or they remind you of people who have wounded you. I'm not certain if this is a new opportunity in love that you're just like, oh, hell no, right? The whole a flyby kind of situation where they come in, they are not there long, and you make a quick exit. But it's reminding you of what it's like to deal with toxic people. Trauma bonds. Do you want to go into another one? Do you want to perpetuate one still in October? And you're telling me, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. I don't know why I'm laughing. And, I'm not reading myself here. I'm all good here. Right? I'm not projecting any of my shit in here. I know what this is like. So I think that when it comes to your heart, you really want to fight for someone who is at your level, Sag. Someone, you're showing me this is your growth because this is what you deserve. Someone who makes you feel safe. They provide for you with emotional safety. You feel like you're on the same team and that they are devoted to you, emotionally devoted to you. And it provides a nest of safety. Anyone who isn't providing that for you, you got to turn your back to it. You just have to. And yeah, it is freaking disappointing. And it creates sadness. And maybe it's the fear of that you don't want to face. But you know what? Sometimes it's what we got to do. We got to put our big girl and our big boy pants on, and we got to do the hard work to let go of our toxic attachments. Okay? Just do it. I'm being real with y'all because you have had some sort of repetitive pattern in your love life, Sag, that has created emotional baggage. Okay? Now, let's go into, again, this is a highlight reel. I'm not getting too deep into the storyline today. It's definitely been a challenge. I feel like this is more than one person. We don't get to the Eight of Cups. I mean, it could be someone that you've really been in and out with. King of Swords. Showing, Queen of Swords is that energy of, I know I need to have boundaries, but I'm having a hard time. King of Swords is, I'm holding the boundary. You shall not pass this line, right? Standing up for yourself, having enough self-respect to say, you know what? This is where my line is. And you don't get to go past it anymore. I don't know. I'm feeling, yeah. Oh boy, Sag, you got somebody who is pretty deceptive around you. I'm not going to lie. Whenever I see the devil and the seven swords in one reading, you got somebody around you need to not talk to anymore, entertain, deal with, think about, period. Yeah. I think what this has hit, this is what I'm going to call. What this has hit for you, because this isn't just one person. You're like, I am so sick of this pattern of calling people in that are misleading, who at the end of the day, I can't trust. Well, did you see anything in the very, very start? How long did you let something continue before you're like, oh, it's almost like it's beyond rose-colored glasses mentality. It's almost like until you start really cleaning up your belief system about trusting other people, you're going to keep getting people that you can't trust in your life. And that's something that's going to take a little bit more effort for you mentally this month. I'm telling y'all, I'm like, Spirit wants me to act with a little bit more tough love in my readings for October. I'm not sure why. I think it's because Libra season, we're going to feel this like whole romanticism going on because that's what Libras are about. You're going to feel that pull, right? That toxic pull. Like, don't go reaching out to that toxic ex. Don't allow someone who's like putting you on the back burner in a situationship to toy with your emotions and to reel you in and breadcrumb you, right? Don't entertain anybody new who's mentally rigid that doesn't make you feel emotionally safe. Okay? It's basically like, are you going to allow communication in from anyone that is going to make you feel more wounded in the way that you relate to one another? For most of you, I feel like you've either recently had a new love offer come in that was totally wrong for you, or you're dealing with someone who wants to make a comeback or stay in your life and you know it's not healthy for you. Because at the end of the day, your mind is telling you, I cannot trust this situation. That's what your mind is telling you. What in your life can you not trust, Sag? You need to listen to that and honor it in the month of October. This feels very much like a warning for you. That's why these readings are important. All right, you got a double energy here. Yeah, they want you to hold your energy back because the equal give and take is not there in this situation. And you've known it, or you know it. That's what's going to happen if you keep going down this road with this person. All right, it's either somebody new or somebody old. Regardless, it's the same energy. Okay, y'all? I'm an energy reader. So they want you to hold back this month when it comes to investing. This is your pentacle energy. When it comes to investing in anyone that is not stable for you because they are not stable. What you don't see coming, 7 of Pentacles. Card of reassessment, reevaluation, plucking the fruit. Next to the 4 of Pentacles, Spirit's like, you're not gonna, this isn't fruit you want to pick. This is like, you need to maintain your own grounded stability. This is you. I feel like you need to stand in your masculine energy, whether you're male or female this month, and do what's best for you. That's what you got to do. Do what's best for you. If there's not equal emotional reciprocity here and someone's holding back from you and you are giving them the time of day, be careful. I don't know why. Spirit's speaking through me here. You need to be careful with a certain someone. Some of you, it's an ex. Others of you, it's someone new that you really had higher hopes for. But you're working on, it's funny because Aries got the same energy in the shadow work. This is you healing shadow, right? Around trust and recognizing deceptive patterning around you as it is and not sugarcoating it. That's why I'm kind of like, you're probably like, Jenna, you're not usually like this. I'm not sugarcoating this at all. Whoever this is, you need to walk away. Period. It's not. Let me get some advice, though. Let's get some advice. That whole hell no. Some of you are like immediately like hell no because you have a vision, right? What is your vision around your relationships this month? And how do you want it to go? Do you want to perpetuate unhealthy changes? Communication that further wounds you by entertaining something that you know needs to be released? You have power here. 5 of Swords sideways. Do you want to perpetuate some sort of ongoing, there's some sort of beef you got with somebody, Sag. I feel it. You're disappointed in this person and how they've treated you. But you know what? Sometimes we must surrender it and just not keep perpetuating it. Yeah, told you, the Lovers. Get a choice point here. Yeah. It's about you in your inner resolve, strength, Leo energy, Gemini energy. Something's hitting up against a wound. A wound around not trusting others. You got to trust yourself. You got to trust your discernment, honeys. You got to trust what you've learned and what you know. It's going to require some strength here. You got major arcana energy over this. You know what? This is that whole, wow, I caught a shoe, not the one. Don't assign the one to someone who doesn't exemplify that in their behavior and in their actions. It's hurting you. It's around your beliefs around somebody. Throw them back in the water. It's a big, we live in a sea of possibilities. There's 8 billion people on this planet. I swear to God, not one person, if they're not showing you that they're healthy emotionally, that they're mature, that they choose you, that they're devoted to you, that they make you feel emotionally safe, they act in deceptive ways, toss them back into the sea. Let's get one more. It's going to require some strength because it's our attachments. There's something around some sort of toxic attachment, Sag, for you. And Spirit is like making me show you, yeah, and you're going back and forth and back and forth, and it's creating a lot of turbulence, back and forth and back and forth. All right. Yeah. Two of Pinnacle energy, right? It's unstable. This connection is unstable. They want to come back in and apologize, right? You've manifested this. Some of you, someone's coming back from your past, and they want you back. And I believe at the end of the day, you're going to take it and say, thank you very much for your apology. Bye. This isn't going to serve me, who I am now and who I am becoming. It's not aligned. And I can tell you right now, if you bring this person back in, nothing's changed. Spade is a spade, y'all. Okay? It was there to serve a lesson. Okay. Now, let's get the Akash. We're going to go deeper. See what the Akash has taught you. This is the higher lesson of it all. Your major growth and your attachments. Whoa, okay, we're going to start with the one that I see first. Ooh, these are all coming out. But we're going to go with what from top to bottom for each category. Fresh start. You got a fresh start, honeys. All right? You don't need to go back to the past. And you don't need to keep perpetuating this past cycles of karmic, toxic, okay, trauma. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. You've got a fresh start here, Sag. Fresh start energy. Use it. I don't know why I'm like, I feel like I need to put my hand on each of y'all's shoulders and just say, please listen to this reading, because it's so important that you don't repeat this again. All right. You don't want to go get on another karmic wheel and repeat a lesson that you kind of already know, but you're testing yourself. And it's like in the past, you may have entertained someone who wasn't healthy for you for a while, right? Thinking, if I just held on long enough, but then you start making excuses. And then you had another person come in and you learned that lesson sooner. Now it's like almost like quick. Someone could have come in like in the last month or two, and it was so quick for you to realize this is like a huge red flag in my life. This person's not healthy, but it's still bringing up all of that baggage. So that's what Spirit's trying to help you release. Sometimes we have these people come in, whether it's a past ex coming back or new people who feel like the past ex, so we can karmically clear. We are all clearing out old karma, old relational patterns during Libra season. It is a cleanup month. So we can have a fresh start, right? Moving into this fall season, releasing what needs to be released. I feel like you're juggling a lot with both. It's like you got one foot in the past and that karmic cycle of trauma bonding, and one foot in the future of being completely free of that. And you get to choose right now. You have the choice to keep perpetuating that or to move forward. Now in your wand energy, this energy of maybe entertaining communication that is continuing to wound you and being challenging for you around, it's almost like you might have moments of weakness this month around letting people cross boundaries that you need to hold firm. Authenticity. Be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. So in your communication this month, you need to fully express yourself and mean it. All right. This isn't about fitting in to what other people expect of you. This is about you being true to yourself. Now we have discovery in your heart space, which was the King of Cups, the Knight to the King to the 8, double 8, walking away. Discovery, new ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. While there is still work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. So as you turn your back to these people, places, and things, there are new people you were heading toward. This woman, as she's releasing the old karmic baggage, she's walking towards the new, right? And you may be holding on to disappointment and sadness, but underneath all that is a new soulmate. Double. Oh my God. You have a new soulmate coming in once you clear the deck, literally, and a new love coming in. For those of you who are dealing with a toxic karmic pattern in your love life and you're trying to let someone go, do not keep it around, because you've got something so much better that's destined for you. You need to rediscover your hope again. I'm getting that. Oh, they want me to do it with this one. This discovery is around finding the lesson in your relational patterns. And some of you have a lot of protection around you energetically. If you have a cat, this cat really is protecting your energy because you're allowing someone in who isn't healthy. Find the lesson. Something has happened and it stopped you in your tracks. In reality, it was simply teaching you where you needed to grow. There is no such thing as failure, so pick yourself up, learn from it, and keep going. Repetition's not failure, okay? Find the lesson. Now we have, these two want to come out. Oh, you're exercising so much bravery in the healing of your relational patterns, Sag. Your trauma, the trauma bonds that you've had, the karmic bonds, cut them away now. Cut away anything that you can't trust, that you know you can't trust. Use your logical mind here, right? Don't lean so much into your romanticism here. You got this. I'm not worried about you, but I do feel like you've got someone that was very enticing that came in. Do not repeat the pattern, okay? Bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. Healing. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Yeah. A lot of you are turning away from a situation that has been rough, so you can do important healing work. It's requiring quite a bit of bravery for you, but you're going to get through it, okay? All right. Now your Pentacle energy. You grounding and holding back from giving to a person that is unhealthy in your life. You need to connect deeply to your intuition. This is the Akash for your Pentacle energy, for your Earth energy. Grounding, right? Only picking the fruit that gives equally back to you and holding back from the fruit that leaves a bad taste in your mouth, okay? Connect to your intuition. Repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice in this situation. Break free from old ways of thinking and ask for new insight. All right. Okay, let's get some advice. Let's get some advice from Spirit. Woo! This is hard work, y'all. Use those swords. Set those boundaries. Just say no. Distance yourself from anyone who's unhealthy. You're in a fresh new start. Do not go back to the past. Okay? And don't let any past person come in. You've got a new soulmate contract coming in, okay? You need to hold out for something so much better for you, okay? Let's get some advice. Yeah, someone has got you caught up. That Magician wanted to come out. I kind of already did the advice, but I want to give you more. This has not been easy. Whoever this is or whomever, it could be more than one person. It has left you really stressed because you're like, it's almost like psychologically you don't understand, because you know what, sometimes people don't make sense, Sag. They just don't, because of their patterning, their trauma, their wounding. Something has kept you kind of hooked, all right, in your attachment pattern. And it's up to you this month around what you want to invest in. There's a lot of balancing coming out after a period of a lot of stress, sleepless nights, mental anxiety. This is about your balance and your peace of mind. It matters, okay? So Spirit is basically saying that when it comes to any new investment, if it's stressing you out and it doesn't feel balanced, no. Some of you, this is a newer experience for you, a newer person in your life. And it doesn't mean it has to be romantic. It could be a new friend and you're like, oh, eesh, this person doesn't make me feel safe, okay? It has to be balanced. This is Libra season. So if something isn't balanced in the way they're giving or not giving, it's not equal. I would say give it time. It'll get better. But this person is showing up as a karmic, toxic pattern individual. And they want you to start fresh and walk away from people that put you in this state. Some of you, it's multiple people. Others of you, it's one person. A reset. Yep, a reset is coming. Water tiger. A reset is coming. Look at that. All right, let's read this. 39. The water tiger is one of the 10 spiritual pillars with yang water and the heavenly frequency of top of the tiger's yang wood in a harmonious cycle, indicating a deep connection with your spiritual team and support from heaven and earth. Yang water, like the ocean, seas, and wild rivers of the world, can be rough, but vast, limitless possibilities lie beyond the horizon. The tiger can effortlessly achieve success with its tremendous willpower, patience, speed, and laser focus. As a sign that welcomes us into spring, the tiger symbolizes new beginnings with promises of growth. A reset is on the horizon when you receive this card. The time to reach for your dreams has come. New adventures and possibilities beyond your imagination are waiting for you. But for the new to enter, something else that has outlived its purpose must go. Prioritize and keep your focus on what matters. Things are turning around for the better. The road ahead may be as unpredictable as the ocean. I was actually using the ocean a lot too as a metaphor for tossing that one fish back in the sea. But it's exciting and full of potential. Release your fears and self-doubts. Let your hopes steer you to a path of light and clarity. Set your vision far into the future and ride the waves. Once you've entered the open seas, you're in for the ride of your life, and you won't even think of looking back. Yang Water shows us a long-range vision of the future. Go with the flow, navigate carefully on stormier days, move confidently on calmer days. The tiger is guided by instinct. Trust yours and don't overthink your moves. Be quick on your feet when the path is clear. All right. I hope this reading helped, Sag. Take it as a warning. It's time to quit shadowboxing with someone who's unhealthy in your life. All right. You need to focus on your healing. You need to prioritize that right now. It's going to require some bravery. I think you've done enough of the discovery here. You've see the lesson for what it is. Okay. That I think that someone has you psychologically hooked because you've been trying to figure them out, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, it's time to cut away and hold the boundary. Okay. All right. I'm sending love. Take care.